Please like and subscribe.
5-Minute Marvel Spiderman Stories. Marvel Spiderman Spidermen. You may have heard of Peter Parker, but do you know about the other Spider-Man, Miles Morales? Miles was just a young teenage boy when he gained spider powers, made his own spider costume, and called himself Spider-Man too. Peter found Miles, and the two became friends. Peter even began to train Miles to be a superhero. So get ready, true believer, to read a story with not one, but 2 Spider-Men.
Wow! Whoa!
Young Miles Morales and his friend Ganke were on a field trip with their school when they were caught by surprise. "Ganke, watch out!" Miles shouted to his best friend. A flood of wild animals came stampeding toward them, right in the heart of the Central Park Zoo. Miles knew he had to help, but he couldn't put on his spider suit. Ganke was the only one who knew about his powers. Putting on his suit would reveal Miles' secret identity. "How did all these animals escape?" Ganke asked. As if the universe was answering his question, the Rhino charged out of the woods and came barreling down on Miles and Ganke. Ganke shouted at Miles, "Jump, dude! He's going to run you over!" Luckily for Miles, the original Spider-Man snagged Rhino's horn just in time to save Miles from revealing his secret, and from a lot of bruises. "Yeehaw! You're worse than a bucking bronco, Rhino!" Spider-Man shouted. When Miles realized that the Spider-Man was there to help, he was thrilled.
Yay!
Rhino jerked his head away, yanking Spidey off his back. Wham! Spidey slammed down into the ground. "Ha!" Rhino bellowed. "Try and keep up, Spider-Man. My new animal friends and I are pretty wild." As Peter lay on his back, Miles rushed over to see if he was okay. "Hey, Spider-Man," Miles said. Peter was still a little woozy from hitting the ground. "Miles, great to see you, buddy." But before Peter could finish, he felt Rhino's hand grab his ankle. Rhino flung Spidey through the air. As Peter whizzed by, he asked Miles, "How are your grades holding up?" Peter was tossed out of sight. Miles stood face to face with Rhino, but he didn't budge, not 1 inch. "No one scares animals and little kids when I'm around." "You've got some nerve, kid. I'll give you that," Rhino snorted. "You're lucky I got the webhead to finish. Otherwise, I'd give you the horn."
You make me so mad.
The Rhino stormed off to find Peter Parker. He didn't realize that Miles was also a Spider-Man. Miles looked left and right. All of his classmates, even Ganke, were gone. He remembered what Peter once told him. With great power comes great responsibility. Without another thought, Miles slipped on his mask and pulled on his suit.
Wow!
Where Miles once stood, now bounced the one and only, well, one of only two, Spider-Man. Miles' kick to Rhino's head was enough to give Peter a chance to get loose from the supervillain's grip. "Thanks for the assist, Spider-Man," Peter said. "How cute! The Spidermen have come to meet their doom," Rhino snarled. As Peter dodged Rhino's attacks, he called to Miles. "I need you to wrangle the zoo animals before they cause any more damage." Miles was hurt. "You don't want my help battling Rhino?" Before Peter could respond, Rhino poked his horn right into Peter's behind. Yowza! Why doesn't Peter want my help? Miles thought to himself. Maybe I'm not cut out for this whole superhero thing after all. But just when Miles began to doubt himself, he remembered there was a job to do. It was his responsibility to wrangle the animals, and if that's what Peter needed, then that's exactly what he was going to do.
Oh yeah!
With great care, Miles wrestled a crocodile, webbed its mouth so it couldn't bite anyone. Using his web-crawling ability, Miles climbed a large tree and guided a fluffy red panda to safety. Then, Miles contained a lion by electrifying the air using his venom strike, a spider power that even Peter didn't have. Eventually, Miles helped all the animals find their habitats.
Oh no!
As Miles stood in front of the contained animals, he began to wonder where Peter and Rhino were. Ow, ow, ow! Suddenly, Peter came bouncing across the pavement and slammed to a stop next to Miles. "Rough landing," Peter joked. "Man, where's another Spider-Man when you need him?" "Seriously, dude?" Miles asked. Even Miles was still learning his powers. Peter knew he was ready. "What do you say, Miles? You want to see if Rhino can beat the Spider-Men?" Miles smiled. "I thought you'd never ask."
Okay, let's go.
Together, the Spider-Men made the ultimate team. "Have a nice trip," Peter said as he webbed up the Rhino's feet. "Man, your ugly mug is shocking," Miles said as he used his venom strike to give Rhino an unexpected jolt. "Oh, nice one," Peter cheered.
Nice.
Rhino slammed into the pavement, knocking himself out cold. "Do you want to make the final wisecrack?" Peter asked. Miles smiled. "How's this? Spider-Men, we put the no in Rhino." Peter bursted into laughter and let out a theatrical sob. "My little baby is all grown up." After taking care of Rhino, the Spider-Men settled down for a well-deserved lunch break. "Remember when I told you that true heroes give back to their community?" Peter asked. Miles nodded as he took a loud sip of his soda. Well, giving the Central Park Zoo a dude dressed as a rhino wasn't exactly what I had in mind. Miles grinned. Still, he definitely fits in. The end.